So your company is called Christoval Accounting, right?
It is. That's correct. Yep.
And you are Craig Sheets. So tell us who Craig Sheets is. Start with where you grew up and then work your way up to how you ended up in accounting space.
Yeah, I have an interesting background. I grew up in a town in, some people call it Western New York. I call it upstate New York, in Rochester, New York, just outside of Buffalo. And we had a family business. I shouldn't say we, my parents had a family business. They owned an RV and boat dealership. So I grew up in the space of small business owners. I saw the struggles they went through as looking for financing at times and doing great in other times. And my father used to bring me in when I was younger, probably starting about maybe earlier than I should have, but 12 years old, and pay me my allowance money to go in to work with him. And if you don't know, dealerships have different departments, they call them. So there's a sales department, there is a parts department, a service department, then there's the detailing ones that clean the RVs, an accounting department, of course, the management department. And he said, you know what, be safe, do what you want to do, but explore around. This is like your introduction to the family business, and look around, be curious. And I'd watch my grandmothers used to clean the RV dealership, and I'd watch them cleaning, having fun with them and stuff, playing hide and seek. But the two things I remember from when I'm younger working there, from a marketing aspect first, they used to have what they call RV shows back then. And the RV shows they actually brought the campers into the mall. They'd physically open the doors. The mall would close at 10 o'clock. They'd open the mall to my dad. He'd set up all the RVs overnight. They'd leave one of the restaurants open, and we'd set up the RV show all excited. Then Saturday morning, my mom and dad and I, everybody else would go in. My mom was in charge of sales, and she said, I have a good idea. We used to have something called tent campers, which I'll explain what that is in a minute. But what we used to do is they'd bring it, I'll walk it back. What they used to say is 10 campers are great things for family. You can sleep a family of 4. It's so easy that even children can set it up. And they'd bring me out on stage at 12 years old. Everybody would cheering and laughing. I'd set up the 10 camper and putting it up like I'm a pro. And I'm like all excited about that. So being in front of people, I like being in front of people. It never made me shy. So I remember that experience from marketing. And then the other thing I remember is I had every department available to me. But every time my dad would find me, I'd be in his office counting change from the vending machine, or I'd be in the accounting department putting POs and invoices in numerical order for the accountants. And my dad's like, why in God's name at 12 and 13 years old are you sitting in the accounting department putting purchase orders and payroll reports in order? It doesn't make any sense. It's not natural. I said, Dad, I love numbers, kind of laughed about it. And as I got older, I felt connected to numbers. I know it sounds silly, but I've always just had a panache for that. Went to school at a university called Niagara University, which is, as you might guess, in Niagara Falls. And I decided to major in, actually, funny story, I actually didn't even realize that tied back perfect. I had a dual major, and my friends were like, why are you majoring in these two things? I majored in both marketing and accounting. They're like, those might as well be like cats and dogs. They have nothing to do with each other. I said, sure they do. Small business owner one day, I need to market for myself. And then accounting, I love numbers. So my friends, whatever. So I got 2 degrees from Niagara. And then at the time afterwards, I got married. My ex-wife now, she had a choice to move. She said, I got a job offer within my company. We can move to Indianapolis, Indiana, or Orlando, Florida. And we're in Rochester. I'm thinking, why are you bringing this to me? We're going to Orlando. This is a no-brainer, right? So we go down to Orlando and then have a family. I have 2 children. My son is in college up in Michigan. He plays football. He's on a scholarship. Got to plug a shout out for him, for my son, CJ. Very proud of him. And then my daughter, Lindsay, she's up in school in the Charlotte area, a full ride for soccer. Give a shout out for her. And then some years later, I fell in love again. I found my current wife. She's from Wales. So I spend half my time living over in Wales, UK. And I work remotely. We've had a remote office now for the past 10 years. I work US hours. I work from basically noon on UK time till 11 o'clock at night, which puts me in the US hours. So my clients don't know any different, whether I'm in the US or UK. I'm still working the 8-hour days. And I spend the other 6 months here in Orlando, and I don't really see clients face to face. It's all Teams, Zoom. So it works out for me. So the background of where I've come from has brought me into where I'm at today. And now I feel privileged. We have a CPA firm of 6 people, and really proud of what we've done and accomplished. And we hope to grow more in the future.